Good morning again. So, I'm actually doing it day 2. Actually, it was kind of nice. Got up extra early, and it's like, what am I going to do with this extra time? Oh, I could relax a little. But the other thing about getting up early and meditating was, I'm also a musician. So, even as a tarot reader and doing it every day, doing it live, doing classes and things like that, we still get anxiety. It's like, oh my gosh, what if the cards have nothing to say today? They always have something to say. What if I'm using the wrong deck? No, I think out of the 120, if you've been flipping through this one, that must be it. But this deck doesn't have reversals. It's like, you know what? There's enough negative cards, you don't need to worry about that. So, sitting down here is actually just a way to go through all those anxieties and relax and just talk to ourselves. So, as I sit here, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, it reminds us to relax, let our shoulders droop. It's okay to take 15 minutes out of the day to do nothing but sit still. So what do the cards have for us today? I got a class coming up on this Sunday coming up that I'll be teaching. And, part of that is about the anxiety. And it's like, you have a choice. You can either just not do it or do it. When you're reading, it's the same thing. You just do it. It's just a microcosm of the real world out there. You just put one foot in front of the other. And it's funny because I'm sitting here, I'm talking about that anxiety just because now I'm sitting in front of a camera. But it does go through my head occasionally when I'm sitting with a person in front of me. What if the cards have nothing to say? There's always something. Am I just receptive to what the cards have to say? Am I blocked and not be able to see? These are the things we learn. So, again, relaxing the shoulders, taking a breath. I guess doing this is all about trust. I've done tarot long enough to just trust that whatever it is, the cards, everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to make my 3 stacks, each one a different thread going out to the universe. Each one a different thought, a different conversation. If you believe in the multiverse, each one of these is a different path, which means if I pick this one, it's going to be a different conversation than this one or this one. So today, I'm going to go with the bottom. I'm going to pull the thread on this bottom one here. Let's see what's underneath everything. Okay. Ace of Cups. So aces are what? New beginnings. It's about starts And cups are the emotions and feelings. So it's also about being receptive to those emotions and feelings. So King of Wands, kings taking charge, going at something. Like I was saying, it's like, I know I'm a good tarot reader. It's like, so having the enthusiasm with fire behind it. So with the cups, it's like, I have an idea. It's like I have something that I enjoy. And the King of Wands is the one to accomplish that. So let's see what this card is. It's the Knight of Coins. So lots of court cards lately. So with the Knight of Coins, this is the only card in the Pamela Coleman deck where the horse is just standing still. And you can see that this isn't a war horse. This is a workhorse. So with the Knight of Coins, knights are fire. Knights are energy. In the 1500s, who is the first ones you send out on the battlefield? You'd send out your knights because they're young and they're going to charge. And so this knight here, though, on his war horse, is putting his energy into what has to happen right now. And so this knight is a note taker. He's looking out at the field, seeing what has to happen. It's like he's ready with all that energy. But he's also doing the prep work before the action takes place. And the one thing about the Knight of Coins also sometimes is that it is a workhorse. Sometimes the Knight of Coins can take too much time. So sometimes I'll tell people based on the reading, are you, instead of taking an action, are you spending your entire time preparing for the action and never getting anything done? But what I'm seeing so far, before I flip over the advice card, is today it's like, what is it that we've been putting off that we enjoy? I was talking to somebody yesterday and they really want to start doing art and they really want to start painting. And I mean, cups is absolutely about art, being artistic and all those things that fill us up spiritually. And the King of Wands is somebody who takes action. And so this king is saying to his knight, let's get everything together because we're going to do this. So this is the advice card. Look at all these court cards. So first I'm going to say that with court cards, they could be us, they could be somebody else, they could be part of a situation. If I was reading for another person and I saw this many court cards, I'd be asking, what is the conflict? Because you've got three people doing three different things, somebody really burning with energy, somebody trying to take time, and somebody like who really is just starting out and maybe not knowing what's going on. But in a situation like this page is looking at the coin because that coin is a seed. And pages are the aces of the court cards. So think about it. An ace is a beginning. And that is that fresh idea. And a page is a personality. And that page personality is excited to start something new. They're willing to learn. They're not a knight yet. One day they hope to be the king. So they may not be the best at painting, but they're willing to pick up crayons, and it's like, to them, that's exciting. Coins are about home, health, finances, happiness, things like the things that we work to bring to our homes. So what I am absolutely seeing here today is that this is that soul-filling idea. It could be the relationships that we're in. It could be other passions. As I said, I'm a musician. Talking yesterday to somebody about them wanting to start art. So what is it that fills our soul? What is it that fills our cup? What is it that we can take charge of today? That's something positive, so that we can be like this King of Wands and start organizing. If I was going to start painting, it's like, okay, what do I need? I'm going to ask my knight, hey, go out there and make my list. I'm going to say, and the knight's going to say, we need the paintbrush, we need a palette, we need an easel, we need a place to do it at. I may not have all the confidence in the world, but I'm going to have the confidence of this page right here who's staring at this coin. And this page is going to say, you know what? I got this. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to dilly-dally, because that's what the Knight of Coins might want to do. I'm going to fill this cup up, because this is something that's good for my soul. I'm going to take charge. And guess what happens when we do this? Notice we have the coins here. So what are coins? With home, health, finances. If I start filling up this cup, then all those things will benefit also. If I'm feeling good about my day and what I've done for me, because it's okay to be selfish sometimes. So if I feel good because I've done something good for myself, then home, finances, work, all those things that can bring us down are going to be lifted just a little bit. So for today, what do I need to do to start filling that cup? And that's what I'm going to reflect on as I'm going through my day. What do I need to do to fill that cup? So with that, thanks again. Looking forward to doing this again tomorrow, because I forget these things. Absolutely. I forget to fill that cup. So, with that, 7:15 tomorrow. Thanks again.